What are we gonna sing? What are we gonna sing? Which glasses I want? I guess these are fine. Something, baby, I'm trying to say. For age, and it seems I don't know how. The past and the future now surrounding me. Surrender to it and choose can be found. There's been a little trouble since you came to my rescue. Like all of the rest, I would have quit you long ago, but I couldn't do that. Oh, tell me now, why I never went too well. Make a man crazy, make him cold as hell. I know, woman, that you wish me well, but in spite of your trying, still gonna have to find my own way through. Good evening, good people. What is shaking? What's going down? In a westerly direction, car is my train. And driving, I've been wondering what it is I'm running from again. Feel like an 80-year-old man holding on to 29. And up ahead on that horizon is a California line. Up ahead, a truck's carrying a wide load. 3-5 house cutting ass. Cute little front door and 2 windows, my lord. Ain't sure whether the ride should laugh. You see, I broke a home up myself once. As I stumbled to that door, I read a note by the dawn's light. Said, don't you come round here anymore. Well, I've had enough of this freedom on the road. Never was good with decisions. At least that's what I've been told. Good singing, Champy. Real nice tonight. Solid. Good tone. Well, I heard there was a secret code. They played it to please the Lord. You don't really care for music, do you? No goes like this. Fourth, fifth, minor fall, and a major lift. Level kick, pose, hallelujah. 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 Faith strong and you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to the kitchen chair. She smashed your throat and cut your hair. From the lips she drew. Hallelujah. 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 What do you think, Champy? I am still sharing. All right. Good day. What's up, producer Brandon? Good to see you, sir. I have 10% left on my watch battery. What's happening? Good people. I'm up to 46 published titles as of tonight. Good. Keep it going. Nice. I am more convinced than ever that the era of the singular author is waning. I think AI is going to transform just fucking everything. Like everything. I lost my subscription star. What the hell? What the hell's going on? I have no idea. There's a new video tool I want to play with tonight. Well, it's not a new tool. It's an old video making tool, but it looked like they had something that looked interesting. So we'll see if it is. There's something going on that's been going on for a while. The subscriptions expire. Where's that? On YouTube or here on TikTok? I guess on YouTube. Oh, it's an us problem. Oh, that's right. I've got to, no. Hello, Kyle, am I late? No, I've got to verify. I've got to, what do they say in the crypto world? I've got to dox myself. YouTube wants me to verify my identity. So I didn't get to that today. I thought YouTube had dropped it. No. I got an email that was like, you can't monetize your channel anymore. And then I sent a note to producer Brandon. I'm like, what's up with this? And then I read the next email from them, which said, you've got to prove that you're real. I mean, we have a fucking business account. That's why they don't have the badge anymore. Okay. Oh, here, that's why they don't have the badge anymore. Oh, if it's on TikTok, TikTok's still fine with subscriptions, but if you don't have your badge, it's because your subscription lapsed. Kyle, I'm doing my persona with ChatGPT and Make. What do you think? I think awesome. Beautiful. You've entertained me nearly every night for a couple of years now, Kyle. Least I could do is sub. Thank you very much, Mr. Architect. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, the thing I was going to talk about, or a thing I was going to talk about, is we've kind of talked about this a little bit, but it's like I am, how do I put this? If anyone asks you, or if anyone asks me, what tool should I use? We're at the point where it literally doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Use Copilot, use Claude, use Perplexity, use ChatGPT, use Gemini. Like, which one do you like? Which one fits your personality? Which one is one that you took the fucking, 4 hours to learn how to sort of prompt it and you sort of get decent results from? Which music generation tool? Doesn't matter. They're all fine. Which image generation tool? All of them. Midjourney's better. Okay. Ideogram's better. Okay. ChatGPT's better. Okay. I would actually argue ChatGPT image generation is better than anything out there right now, with the exception of Midjourney for aesthetics. If you want it to look arty, use Midjourney. I plugged the AI Learning Lab today on an interview. Oh, awesome, Gareth. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. I've got to find a way to spread the word about this, because since I've split the stream to YouTube and TikTok, YouTube doesn't promote like TikTok used to, and TikTok just isn't promoting the show anymore. So I got to find a way to get out there. So anything you can do like that to promote this would be great. And then I gotta put my noggin together with producer Brandon. We got to figure some shit out. Because it's better for all of us if there's more people here, and I would love to find a way to get new people in here. Not that I don't love y'all. Y'all are regulars. Y'all are regulars are what make this place special, and I would love to see some new faces in here. They asked me how I stay on top of everything in AI with how fast it's changing. So this is kind of my point, Gareth, about yes, what you said. Get your ass in community, whether you come to the AI Learning Lab every night, whether you go to the AI Salon, whether you join She Leads AI, doesn't matter. Get your ass in community and participate with it, because holy shit is stuff moving fast. I mean, it's funny. Well, it's not funny for her. My co-founder in Storyvine, I'm the hand wavy guy, right? I'm the inventor. She keeps the trains running on time. So she's the one paying attention to privacy policies and data policies and things like that. And I keep changing tools because the target keeps moving for what's going to produce a better product for our clients, which is ultimately what we need to do. And it's like, from 2 weeks ago, I'm using 2 completely different tools than I was 2 weeks ago. And she's like, wait, have I heard of those tools before? And I'm like, no, they didn't exist 2 weeks ago. One of them is Cartisia, text to voice. Cartisia is amazing. I think it's better than 11 Labs. And then Hedra or Hedra, Hedra, for voice to animation is better than anything. But a new one came out tonight called Vigle, which has got a new voice to animation model. So we're going to go look at that. Kyle isn't happy with us anymore. He wants a new version. No, you all are fine. You all are like Word 5.1 before it turned into bloatware. right? You're a good solid word processor. Trading us irregulars for regulars. No, I want new irregulars. I want people. You know what I want? And I'm giving a talk tomorrow night. At a local, like a whiskey club kind of thing. I'm doing an AI talk tomorrow night, and I'm really hoping that there's a couple of people in the audience that are like, I was thinking I should maybe try ChatGPT sometime. So we're going to be late tomorrow. We are going to be late tomorrow. My talk is only from 5 to 6:30, but then I've got a dinner. Someone's in town from one of our clients. So I've got a dinner tomorrow night. So it might, depending on how late the dinner goes, it might even be a scrap tomorrow night. Or I'll just come on for half an hour and do a little something. Vigle, Viggle, V as in Victor. I have 3 or 4 different communities I stay involved in just so nothing slips through the cracks. That's smart. I plug this channel to everyone I know. Beautiful. They're probably annoyed how much I talk about it. Yes. Okay. This is the thing. If I teach you nothing else in this channel, be shameless about how much you talk about AI. And if it's this channel, awesome. But like, just fucking put yourself out there. Do I hear Producer Brandon Takeover? It very well could be Producer Brandon. You've got the keys to the car. so you could probably teach them all how to make some Microsoft stuff tomorrow, since I keep resisting it. Jaforo imaging, make it more irregular. Exactly. We already bored you. No, not at all. No, you know what it is? I'm really pissed off at fucking TikTok that they just don't produce. They just don't promote this channel anymore. The lives. It's really frustrating. I just saw Hawk, some old dude that I just like watching. They just canceled his channel. Yeah, because I'm not selling Madagascar vanilla beans. Yeah. If I were twerking and selling cardboard cutters, ice makers, and Madagascar vanilla beans, we'd have all sorts of people. Or if I had gone down the battling Dar the Star TikTok battles. I would be a TikTok bajillionaire. but no, I just wanted to go with integrity. So I'm kind of thinking of coming up with a new way to recommend what people should learn, because it's like it used to be pick a large language model, pick an image generation tool, pick a video tool, right? It was like one. And now there's like 5 or 6 in every category, with the exception of music, which has three big ones. And then within each tool, there's tools within the tools. This one's better at animation. This one's better at natural movement. This one's better at, consistency between frames. TikTok pin. Techie Becky, my sister isn't talking to me because she's upset I keep talking about AI. Keep doing it. She's afraid of it. I mean, so quite seriously, Becky, here's what I would say. Have empathy for her, for that fear. I mean, to the extent that you can, try to understand it and understand where she's coming from, and see if you can find an on-ramp. Because here's the reality for her. It's not going away. Like it's the only thing I'm 100% convinced of. 100% positive. Like 1,000%. AI isn't going away. It's not going to slow down. It's not going to go away. Did you hear that they fucking unextincted the dire wolf? When was the last one? 7,000 years ago? 70,000 years ago? Please consider sharing the live. Yeah, do that. They found a tooth of a dire wolf somewhere in a riverbed, and then they found a skull somewhere else. And between those two, they had enough DNA. And they basically took a wolf, which is about 99%, I think, of the DNA. And they now have 2 7-month-old unextincted, de-extincted dire wolves. I think they said a woolly mammoth is next. So the shit ain't going away. You know the other thing you could do, Becky? I mean, listen, she's got to be open to it. I mean, I don't think force feeding anyone AI serves anyone. So I think understand where she's coming from is part of it. And if there's a particular area that she is resistant to, so like maybe she's an artist or an illustrator and she's like totally freaked out by the images, but maybe she wouldn't be freaked out to write emails faster. Like one of the things you can do is you can segment the work that's personal to you, where you feel existentially threatened, from the shit where AI can make your life a little easier. And so if you can help her identify, like, is there an area where you've got a hard boundary? I remember Jane Endicott, who's one of the early Salon members. She was a copywriter. And when I first met her, she was like, should I be worried? I'm like, yes. I'm like, you need to learn AI, pronto. And she very, very quickly did, and like very quickly kind of 10x'd her output for her client, which the client basically, coinciding with the client going, I need you to do more work, but I'm not going to pay you more. She got her hands on AI. And what she said was, there's a hard line for her between her creative writing and the writing she does for work. And then over 2 years, that's gotten more sophisticated. She'll use AI to help her ideate and outline things, but then she still does writing to write on the creative writing side. So every person's got to find that personal boundary. Okay, let's see. Shopify CEO said in an internal memo that everyone should be using AI. And if you want more headcount, you have to prove AI can't do that job. Yeah, the head of Shopify is calling AI a core competence. A core competence. And yeah, I guess saying to managers, if you want to increase headcount, you've got to prove that AI can't do that job. That's... If the writing isn't on the wall, it is scribbled in pencil on the toilet paper. You better get with it. AI 2027. As someone who's trying to find a new company, I'm like, shit, we're all going down. The AI enthusiast in me, it's like, well, I'm glad I'm fluent in AI. And we all saw this coming. Like, I just, at this point, I mean, it's been, what, 2.5 fucking years since ChatGPT came out? It's starting to get irresponsible for people to be on the sidelines with this shit. I was thinking about getting into ChatGPT. Thinking about it? I mean, the agents haven't even really started yet this year. We got a little bit with Manus, a little bit with Operator. Oh, Spotlight, the report. AI2027.com. What's that? Is that the Spotify one, or is that something different? AI-2027.com. Oh, this is the thing. Is this from Dario Amade? Who is this? We predict that the impact of superhuman AI over the next decade will be enormous, exceeding that of the Industrial Revolution. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. We wrote a scenario that represents our best guess on what it might look like. It's informed by trend extrapolations, war games, expert feedback, experience at OpenAI, and previous forecasting success. Mid-2025, stumbling agents. Yes, the world sees the first glimpse of AI agents. They're jankier than shit. This is AI-2027.com. I'm trying to use Manus to vibe code a game. You know, it's funny. I had Manus write me a game. I was really impressed with how it did it. It then wrote me a game, and I had to like install it on my Mac somehow, and I couldn't quite figure it out. And I was just like, oh, fuck it. That's too much like work.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah, what's up?
Just so you kind of know, it's just giving you some context here. This report was something that was put together by some of the leading minds of AI futurists, and it's an interactive report. As you scroll down, the chart on the right-hand side starts to show what impact AI is going to have on society.
Oh,
And
that
then
is slick.
It's a timeline over the next until 2027. What is going to happen to AI?
Oh, I get it now. That is very clever. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Got it. Okay, I see. Okay. So over here, we've got coding ability. Coding ability is just starting, basically. Hacking, bioweapons, basically everything's just starting. And we have a little bit of compute, and it's mostly in America, and a big chunk of it's OpenAI. 2,000 unreliable agents thinking at 8x human speed. Minus 25% approval. Oh, for OpenAI. All right. Mid-2025, stumbling agents. Late 2025, the world's most expensive AI. OpenBrain is building the biggest data centers the world has ever seen. Wow. To avoid singling out any one company, we're going to describe a fictional artificial intelligence company we'll call OpenBrain. Oh, okay, OpenAI. So basically, they threw a dot worth of compute. They did a dot worth of compute for GPT-3. 7 bricks, and I guess a brick has got 9 dots in it, something like that. And then a whole lot more bricks for Agent 1, which is going to be I don't know if that's going to be GPT-5, but that's going to be their agent. Those are my ink boxes. Yeah, exactly. There are lots of AI data centers across seas that aren't being used because of R1 right now. Oh, that's interesting. Mind reading and genome encoding. Yeah, the mind reading stuff's going to be crazy. All right, let's keep going down this prediction chart, or this prediction thing. Early 2026, coding automation. And that's, everyone's saying that. Meta, OpenAI, Anthropic are all saying we're going to have fully automated encoding this year. So I guess it gets up to speed early 2026. Mid 2026, China wakes up. Wait, Isn't China already awake and kind of kicking our ass with models that are just as good and and cheaper, 10 times cheaper? Late 2026, AI takes some jobs. This feels like a weirdly conservative. Maybe I'm just reading their headlines. So now we're starting to get into month by month predictions. January 2027, Agent 2 never finishes learning. February, China steals Agent 2. Nice. So wait, this thing is, we just passed this. We're just now, yeah, we're in the slow, the flat part of this curve right now. Huh. Algorithmic breakthroughs in March. April 2027, alignment for Agent 3. Yeah, we start getting stuff every couple of months that are the next things. May 2027, national security. June 2027, self-improving AI. Open Brain now has a country of geniuses in a data center. That's from Dario Amodei. Research automation deployment takeoff. 1,000 tokens a second. July 2027, the cheap remote worker. So cost plummets. LLM inference prices will have fallen 9x to 900x a year. Basically, intelligence is free. Geopolitics, the superhuman AI researcher, Agent 4 is in September of 2027. So basically we've got 2 years. Again, I go back to, this is an interesting report. I'm kind of reading it on the fly here, so I don't know enough about it to really comment on it. But go to ai-2027.com, and that's a really slick interface to dynamically change that chart as you read the article. It's pretty smart. Yeah, it is irresponsible at this point for anyone that's not getting on this train. It just is. It has a choose your own adventure ending. Oh, cool, nice. Let me see. Choose your ending. Slow down or race. Well, I'm gonna fucking race. We're here. The committee votes 6-4 to continue internal use of Agent 4. Oh, and then it keeps going. OpenAI's approval is dropped to minus 45%. Their revenue is $250 billion a year on a $9 trillion valuation. The Agent 5 collective. Yeah, now agents are in swarms. 2028, the AI economy. 2029, the deal. 2030, takeover. By 2030, the robot economy has filled up the old SEZs. I don't know what those are. Wow, crazy. All right, well, that's super cool. I dig it. You know what's amazing? it's like we're at this place where we're paying attention to this. We know enough about what AI is making possible to see the path to what this paper is talking about. Maybe it happens by 2027, like they're saying here. Maybe it happens by 2030. It doesn't matter. It's at some point in the next 2 to 5 years, everything will have changed. In the next 2 to 5 years, everything will have changed. And right now, we're still having conversations about, well, was it trained on someone else's data? Does it make mistakes? Why do their faces look weird? I think it's hype. I mean, I've never been, I've been on the planet for a lot of years, relatively, 59 years. And I've never felt like in the early days of the World Wide Web, I knew that I was ahead of the curve. But when I look back at people that were when I was talking too much about the World Wide Web in 1994 and 1995, and all my theatrical friends were telling me to fuck off, we don't want to hear about the web anymore, including my current writing partner who told me to fuck off because he's like, I'm a designer. Why would I need to learn HTML? You big fat dum-dum. But when I looked back to them, I'm like, oh, okay, they're not that far behind, because the acceleration of the World Wide Web was really slow, right? It was just like like we were getting a little more knowledgeable. You could still kind of look back and go, well, you could buy HTML for dummies and you could actually learn this stuff and catch up. Just look at, I don't know, you were here, many of you were here the other night when I did that sort of joke rant on all of the different models within ChatGPT, and they're adding 2 more now. Like it's fucking insanity, right? That's just one tool. One tool has what, 10 models in it, plus Sora, plus Operator. I don't know how you catch up with this. Like, we can't keep up with it, and we're fucking trying to keep up with it. I just feel like the fucking velocity is doing this, and it's like, you know, with the web thing, you know, it was kind of on this slow trajectory, and I could look back and still see the people. I just feel like at this point, this fucking rocket is taking off. I've never experienced anything like this. Like, I just feel like the gap between people that have some sense of what's happening and people that are just utterly unprepared for what's coming is massive. We could pause the current frontier and still spend 20 years not fully leveraging it. I totally agree with that. Honest to God, I feel like I could just take GPT 4.0 right now, just as it is right now, and spend the next decade trying to figure out what to do with it. Easily. Crazy. Be like a rock skimming over the water. Yep. Touch enough to get you by. If you stay long enough, you could fall behind. If you stay long enough, you could fall behind. Where should I jump back in? Give me some ideas. I think a place to jump back in, Becky, is the new image gen within ChatGPT. Just keep playing in ChatGPT. Or the other thing you could do, Becky, is pick an area. This is something I've been thinking about. What's an area in your life where you have convinced yourself that you don't have talent at something or you're not good at something? And go find an AI that's really good at that and start playing with it. Because I think that we'll increasingly start to discover that we can be good at anything we want to be good at. But you have to be willing to like go explore outside of your comfort zone. And then I think if you have one or two of those where you're like, oh, I actually am really good at this and I'm really passionate about it, and it was a thing you told yourself you could never do, that feels really empowering to me. The new image gen is ready, but on hold, reliable source. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Brian. There've been a couple of hints on Twitter where they're like, you're gonna like what you see, and "see" was capitalized, and Sam Altman said the next version of image gen is really, really good. He thinks we're gonna like it. Maybe the next version of image gen can do clocks that have the actual time on them, not 10 after 10. A thing I'm getting kind of excited about is, and I mean, I could see OpenAI being the one to lead the way on this, but there might be others, is true multimodality, where within the single model, you can do code, images, voices, sound effects, music, animation, video, 3D world building, 3D object building, and world development. We can't be that far from that, right? Maybe a year, maybe two. Because I think the first person that cracks it, it's fucking exhausting right now to have to go to ChatGPT for the script and the logic. Maybe ChatGPT for the image, likely Midjourney. Then you have to go to Luma Labs or Runway or some other fucking video tool for the video. Then you have to go to 11 Labs for sound effects. Then you have to go to Cartisia for voice, right? Then you have to go edit it together in something. Come on. I don't want to have to work anymore. I just want to have an idea and have it vomit out. You're describing N8N right now. No, I'm not. Because N8N, you still have to build your automations. I mean, yeah, I'm describing the output of N8N. And if you're a technologist, you can look at N8N and go, yeah, that's obvious. No, what I'm talking about is you talk into the chat hole and out comes an image. And then you turn that into a movie. Now give it sound effects. Now write a song about it. No, I don't want it to have lyrics. I just want it to be background cinematographic music. Cinematic. Cinematographic. I'm just making up fucking words here. Oh, man. Christian Robbins! What's happening, dude? I didn't see that it was you. I assume you're the same Christian Robbins from $11 Bill. If you have not looked up $11 Bill and Christian Robbins, he is the fucking man. He's been doing motion graphics he's had a motion graphics company for 12 years, something like that. What's up, man? Runway's getting closer these days with that. I know. So is Luma Labs right now is cool because they can do images, video. Now they're doing sound effects. It's that's what I'm saying. And the other thing Luma Labs has is the really interesting interface where you can sort of go horizontally and deep in a visual story. But it's like, I've got to go write my story over in ChatGPT, and then I've got to go over here and make my music. And it's fucking madness. Chris, I want to talk to you about something, Christian. Do me a favor, if you're still on, I think you're still here. Send me an email, because I want to talk to you about a project. I've got an idea for something. And I think you'd be really good, at least to bounce the idea off of. Maybe we could do something together. New TikTok from Source Camp. Where? I've built 100 plus GPTs and still learning how to build them. I know, it's right. It's like the depth of what we have in our hands. It's so hard to get your head around. It was funny in the early days of the web when I'm trying to think who did it first. There was a search engine before Alta Vista, but after Yahoo. So Yahoo came out, and what Yahoo did is like, we're going to categorize the internet. So they created a directory, and they were manually, organizing the internet. And then the first search engine came out. I forget what it was. And it was pretty cool. And then Alta Vista came out. And Alta Vista was like, holy shit, like they seem to know everything on the internet, which was really quite mind-blowing. And then Google came out, and Google, took over and wiped out everything, because they really got that indexing thing down cold, right? And it was if you had ever thought about data structures and how much data to crawl the internet every night, or it was like every 24 hours they'd crawl it, or every 2 hours. I don't know. It was some ridiculous amount of data that they were ingesting every some amount of hours to keep the search engine active. And it was just mind-boggling, right? And I feel like we're in the same place with large language models right there. It's almost impossible to comprehend how much knowledge is compressed into this box. The box, you've got this fucking box, and they just took like all of the output of humanity, and they're like, we're going to do this thing called embedding, and we're going to create 1,000-dimensional latent space, and we're just going to jam all those numbers in here. And then you can ask it shit, and it knows everything we've ever done. Like, I can't really comprehend what that means. But here's the thing I do know. Every time I talk to ChatGPT in my little voice mode, I have yet to stump her. She answers fucking every question. Where's the fuse box on my 2019 Ford Flex? Oh, well, the fuse box on your 2019 Ford Flex is under the hood on the left-hand side, just above the wheel. How the fuck does it know that? Because it does. Because that's what they did. I like ideas and projects. People sleep on Luma these days. They have some nice camera tools too. Yeah, they added that I forget what they call it, like the rack zoom or the crunch zoom or the poppy zoom. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but it goes zzz, 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 zzz. It's pretty cool. Oh man. All right. I'm bad at AI, but AI is very good at AI. Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's the other thing, Pate, is right now, in fact, this channel is kind of dedicated to us as these severely limited cognitive beings trying to get our heads around how the fuck do we use these tools as the tools are going like this. And the answer is we probably won't have to for long. Like, we'll just be able to ask for what we want and get it. Bolt cam on Luma. Yeah, exactly. That's cool. My advanced voice knew I was mad about something and lowered his voice about 5 octaves. That's pretty funny. Oh, man. Have you tried asking harder questions? Yeah, no, I haven't paid, and I mean that's but that's a really good point. That the things I do in the world, for the most part, I'm not asking hard questions. Now, I do a lot of creative stuff, which creative stuff is interesting because you can ask really simple questions and it's essentially an impossible answer because it's not a quantitative answer. There's not a right or wrong, right? Creative work is all qualitative. Um, but I do a lot of that sort of stuff. And large language models are fucking insanely good at that. Now, are there areas where large language models still suck at creative? Yeah, like writing song lyrics in a sophisticated way, you've got to fucking work to get them to do it well. Um, and I would assume that there are similar things if you're doing, high end math, high end research, high end science, that these things probably fall apart and you're like, well, fuck, they're just not ready yet. But again, I don't think it's going to be that long. Dang, ran out of credits before I could finish the game. Oh, it sucks. Let's jump over to. I want to jump over to Vigle for a second and just see if this thing works at all. All right. So if you're still here, Christian, they just announced this today. It's another one that promises good character movement with voice. Okay, so I don't know what this thing is. I think this is a background. So I put in an image here. Let's do someone at night in the streets of Paris, Vigle.ai. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to drop an image here. Assets. Upload a character image of any size. For better results, use a full body photo with a clean background. All right, so let's go to Midjourney. Oh, this was a very horrible experiment trying to get Midjourney to do a Chuck Close piece of art. It failed miserably. Oh, he might be fun. Let's do him. There's a bunch of theatrical images I did. Edit. Why did that not edit? Wait. Editor. There we go. Okay. All right, let's do creepy dude. Do 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 do. Loud up down, 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 down. Side note: Notebook LM is getting an app. That is not surprising to me at all. That's pretty cool. All right, so we have a crazy ass character here. Which one do we like? I think that one. Maybe. Yeah, I think that one. All right, that's fucking weird. All right, I like it. So I'll do a subtle upscale and a creative upscale. All right. So I may start using Gemini more because I have direct access to Docs, Drive, etc. Yeah, Gemini is, I would say at this point, Gemini is right up there with ChatGPT, Claude, and like Perplexity, just any of the ones you want to use. It's just that with all of them, you got to figure out their personality. Like some of them technically execute things that you ask them to execute, but you're like, that's just not good. Or I don't like the formatting. Like I feel like that with Claude. Like I just don't like how it formats shit. And like the logical part of my brain is like, well, that shouldn't fucking matter. It's just data. You're just making words. What the fuck does it matter? It matters. It matters. So anyway, so just, but yeah, it does all sorts of stuff. It can generate images. It can edit images. One of the advantages of Gemini's native image editing thing, where you just say, like you create this character and you say, give him a different hat. Gemini will just give him a different hat. ChatGPT's new image gen will redraw the whole image. So it can be really fucking frustrating. But like those little subtleties, you only learn by jumping in there and doing it. He looks a little plastic there. He looks a little fucked up there. Let's see. And then what else? How are these? I think these look more realistic. So we're gonna go with this one. All right. So I'm gonna download that image. Then we're gonna go back to Vigle. We're gonna upload an image. Shing dang 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 dang. Should we edit that? I think we should. Let's lighten it up a bit so we can see a bit more. Tools. Adjust the color. Let's go exposure. There we go. Fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. Oh, he hasn't won anything. This isn't a game show. Why do I work here? What is my job? La da da ti ta ti ta 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 ta. Do ti 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 ti. Look at all the granular control I've got right there in the preview tool. Save. Okay, so we can at least see that a little better. That was an interesting thing I read on the Twitter not that long ago. Someone was bitching about, I'm gonna get rid of this. How do I get rid of this? Upload image or video. I don't get it. Okay, it's still the right one. Why was that not showing up here? There it is. Oh, and then we've got to upload audio. So we got to go make audio. So let's go to, we'll go to 11 Labs. All right, hang on a sec. There's my new Embrace the Jank cover. Yay. I know I'm not talking much, and I'm not telling you what I'm doing, but sorry. I will at some point. I've got three. So here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get an image, get a voice, and marry those two together. I could also do a song. Yeah, maybe we should do a song. Let's do a song. Okay, hang on. Hold, please. Let me stop presenting there. I'm going to present. Oh, wait, I can't present yet. This is Chat ADD. They don't call it Chat ADD for nothing. Well, actually, I guess this is very ADD-like, but I know what I want to do, and it's just in my head it's a simple thing, and then as I'm doing it I'm realizing, oh, there's 16 fucking tools here we need to use. Christian Robbins knows this game well. he's been doing this for years now. He understands the nightmare that bringing all these tools together is. Okay, so we're going to create a song. Oh, we're going to go to ChatGPT. Hang on a second. I want to look up Griswald. Griswald the Grinner backstory. Okay, I'm going to say, write me some twisted lyrics about Griswald scaring kids with stories. Not sharing. Oh, I know. That's all right. Hang on. I know. I just calm down, people. No, I didn't share. Come close, come near, don't look behind. Griswold knows what's on your mind. He's seen the things beneath your bed. Okay, I'm just going to say, you want a full-length version. I'm going to tell ChatGPT, this feels very surface and cliche, and like you didn't think about it. I want to win a Grammy, you ninny. TikTok pin. Wouldn't surprise me if you turned this song into a musical. Shut up. I've already done that once. 16 tools is what makes it fun. Embrace the jank. Yeah, this is totally embrace the jank time. They gather like moth at the edge of his boots with licorice breath and balloon animal roots. This is better. His voice, it's match strike inside of a jar. Okay. Oh, twisted lullaby. Slow theatrical with the weight of a funeral carousel. Love this angle and song description, but I want it from his point of view. Yes, now we're rolling into something real, a haunted show tune with soul. Let's step fully into Griswold's shoes. From Griswold's point of view, dark cabaret, minor key, 6/8 swing with toy piano, bowed saw, and an accordion that wheezes like it remembers things it shouldn't. I should never shout boo. That's for amateurs. I never shout boo. That's for amateurs sport. I prefer tales with longer retort. A whisper, a pause, a well-timed aside, and poof, the brave ones go running to hide. They say I'm a cloud, but okay, this is great. Okay, so we're going to go grab this and an accordion that wheezes. Okay, that's probably just about enough. So we're going to go to Suno and we're going to put this in song style tags, more options. All right, well, there we go. Okay. And then we're going to go grab the lyrics. Copy. We're going to come in here. We're going to plop the lyrics in. We're going to call this song. Where's the title? Exclude options. I can't. Oh, up here. Griswold's World. Griswold's kids. No, Griswold's tail. I don't know. I don't fucking know, people. Okay. So I'm going to create these. Let me go change my sharing so you can hear this. Okay. Nee, nee, nee. Right.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport.
All right, we got a dark cabaret with toy piano. Let's see. I'm going to say, what's another word for gravelly? Scratchy. Scratchy. Male with smoker's rasp. Dark cabaret. All right, let's create those. Oh, Griswold's Grim. Yes. Yes, correct. That is the correct title. By the way, if you're new here, I do these creative exercises and I fancy myself a creative. I'm like, I'm good with words. Some people have a way with words. Other people not have way. Old Steve Martin joke. Thank you. Shout out if there's an obvious good answer to the thing where my brain is just fucking shut off. Griswold's Grim is absolutely what this song's about. Okay. So, did we make any of these yet? No. Griswold's Grim. Boom. All right, we'll go listen to a couple of these other ones. It seemed to kind of get what we were looking for there. Griswold's Black Bar. There you go.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport.
Yeah, these all sound too nice. Like, we need this guy to sound fucking terrifying.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur.
No. No. All right, let's do Griswold's Grim.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport. I prefer tales with a longer retort. A whisper, a pause, a well-timed aside, and poof, the brave ones go running to hide. They say I'm a clown, but I ain't in disguise. I just dress the way I remember your cries. One button.
That's pretty close.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport.
Nope. Let's see. Let's do older male. Older male with smoker's rasp. Okay, let's see. This one here is probably usable.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport.
It still sounds a little clean. Like he sounds like he's about to drop fucking dead, is what we want.
I never
No.
I never shout boo. For amateur sport, I prefer.
These all sound like young ingenues, like, like like some SNL character's gonna.
The longer retort, a whisper, a pause.
This is not a Disney film.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur.
This is, honest to God, this is a Disney film.
That's for amateur sport. I prefer tail.
All right, fuck it. We're going to go back to this one. What's that, Vicky? A gravelly, menacing vocal tone. Okay, we'll try that. A gravelly, menacing male vocal with a smoker's rasp. They never thought to train it to sound like crap. But also, like, minor key 6/8 swing and an accordion that wheezes. I'm going to say the beat is disjointed, twisted, and dark. Jank, 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 jank. Okay. Let's create a few more of those. We'll do 3 more. All right, Vicky, you're on the hook here. If this isn't good, Harry Connick Jr., try grainy rasp. Well, you know what I mean. Okay, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport.
Okay, that's not bad.
I never shout boo, that's for...
Jesus Lord, these are bad. Oh, by the way, if you're new here, you might be amazed that this thing's making songs like this. It is. Here's one of the things that people who are not actively playing with AI miss this. What we're doing right now is creative development, right? I'm serving as a creative director right now. I have in my mind, we've got a picture of this crazy ass fucking dude, which I can't switch screens and show you. We have this crazy ass carny, right? And I've got some idea of what I want, but I don't quite know what it is yet. And a big part of working with AI, even though it makes things fast, it rarely makes things that match what you want. And so the art of AI is just like swinging back and forth, like, tacking, in a sailboat, back and forth and back and forth. You kind of know where you're going, but it's too much that way. It's too much that way. So anyway, this is kind of how it goes.
I never shout boo, that's for amateurs.
I never shout boo. You know what I'm going to do? Final chorus. I never shout, quotes, capital BOO exclamation point. And then I'm going to put that at capital T. All right. And I'll create 2 more and just see if we can get that to hit the word better.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport.
No.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur. I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport.
Bad.
Boo, that's for amateur sport. I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport. I prefer tails with a longer... I never shout boo, that's for amateur use sport. I prefer tails with a longer...
Close. We got to change the music. A gravelly menacing, I spelled that wrong. Menacing male vocal, the rest. I didn't put in the whole thing. TikTok pin. I wish I could audition for this one. Let's see. Like a clown dragging its laugh through broken glass. Let's see. Vocal. Like a clown dragging its laugh Oh, I'm out of characters. Gravelly menacing male vocal clown dragging its laugh through broken glass. Okay. Dark cabaret, minor key, toy piano, bowed saw, accordion that wheezes. Disjointed, twisted, and dark. Create. Okay, this should be it. This should be it, people. You can just type in Tom Waits and see what happens. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's see. A gravelly, menacing vocal. Let me just say, like Tom Waits through broken glass. We'll see if it might reject that one. Did it? Yeah, I think it did. It rejected it. Couldn't generate that. You can't put in an artist name.
Retort. I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport. I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport. I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport. I prefer tales with a longer retort. A whisper, a pause.
I think we had it way back when.
I'm a clown, but
It was one of these early ones. Hang on. Is it this one?
A whisper, a pause. Darling, that's part of the game. Side and poof, the brave ones go. The brave ones go running to. I prefer. I never shout boo. That's for.
All right, this is the one we're gonna do. This is the one we're gonna do. It ain't perfect, people. Just perfect enough. That's one of the songs from Sydney, my new Broadway musical, not yet on Broadway. Okay. Let me change my screens again so y'all can see. I want y'all to see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mountain Time is the AI Readiness Project podcast with myself and Ann Murphy. You can find it at the AI Salon. You can find it on my LinkedIn. You can find it at sheleadsai.ai. We downloaded that. We're going to Vigle. Now we're going to upload audio. Griswold's Grim. Here we go.
I never shout boo. That's for amateur sport.
Wait, who had archetypal note? Never thought to train it to sound like crap. Good advice for Suno. Where's the good advice for Suno? Oh, down here. Click the like on it. Make it easier to find later. Oh, yeah, I know. That's one of those ADD oversights that every time I'm like, oh, click like, and then you can find it later, and then I just forget to click like. But it's a good call. Audio must be under 60 seconds. Fine, we can fix that. Oh, no, that was what I wanted to do. God damn it. Gang. Open with QuickTime Player. And let's see.
Twisted, a bedtime that bends. My stories don't end. Kid, they make you pretend. You want thrill.
Okay.
Did it a bedtime that bends. My stories don't end, kid. They make you pretend.
Okay, clip that motherfucker. Wait, could not be split because some clips could not be loaded. What do you mean it can't be loaded? We're fucking playing it. Oh, come on. God damn it. Every fucking time I want to do something on this channel, and it's just like, shit doesn't fucking work.
My stories don't end, kid. They make you pretend.
Fine. Split. Clip. Please work. Yay. Okay. Bitter? You betcha. Export as audio only. Griswold's Grim. Short. Oh, and you can check with Christian Robbins on this. I've talked to him about this. My best practice for file management, save everything to your desktop, just loose with a completely nondescript name so you can't find it later. That's really the best way if you're going to do, especially if you're doing big, complicated projects and you got to make a lot of different assets from a lot of different places. Just save them all to the desktop because they'll all be there. It's really easy for you to find. If you think I'm being serious, then this is not the channel for you. La da da. Confirm. I don't want this customized thing here. How do I remove this from image? Okay, there we go. All right, generate. Generation created successfully. Just blame the producer when shit breaks. Well, if you worked for Apple, I'd fucking blame you. It's like, come on, people, let's get your shit together with these softwares. All right. I'm going to have this first line stuck in my head for the next week. You're welcome. All right, let's go listen to our little song here. While that thing's rendering.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport. I prefer tales with a longer retort. A whisper, a pause, a well-timed aside, and poof, the brave ones go running to hide. They say I'm a clown, but I ain't in disguise. I just dress the way I remember your cries. One button's for secrets, the other for shame, and the smile, well, darling, that's part of the game. I don't chase, no need to begin. I curl up beside you and crawl.
Wait, where else? Which other one is good at? Hedra is. Let's go do the same thing in Hedra. Oh, did it do it already? Come on.
Guessing you don't want me to sing it, Kyle.
Hang on. Sorry about that. Tab. Oh, and I got to change my audio, right? God damn it. It's so fucking exhausting. It's not bad. It's a little janky. I want to try this in Hedra too, because I think Hedra is better. But we'll see. This is not bad.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport. I prefer tales with a longer retort. A whisper, a pause, a well-timed aside, and poof, the brave ones go running to hide. They say I'm a clown, but I ain't in disguise. I just dress the way I remember your cries. One button's for secrets, the other for shame, and the smile, well, darling, that's part of the game. I don't chase, no need to begin. I curl up beside you and crawl right.
All right, we're going to do some A/B testing here. We're going to do this in Hedra. And Christian Robbins, do you know any, if you're still here, that's creepy as fuck. Yeah, it's totally creepy. Let's do it in Hedra. Are there anything other than Hedra and Vigle now that do this voice stuff good? Where's Hedra? I guess I can just do a new tab. Why not do a new tab?
Because you're not sharing the new tab.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to go do that now. I really like it. Okay, present. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Okay. Yeah.
Kyle, just looking at that one that we just watched, it reminds me a lot of Will Smith eating spaghetti a year ago.
Yeah. You said it's 2025 good. Yeah, it totally is that. The thing that I've been impressed with Hedra is it's got the least amount of jankiness of anything so far. It's still a little janky. You know what these things all do, which is weird, is when there are pauses, the characters like look up and to the left. They're like, they just look up that way, and it's just freaky and weird. Oops, I just lost my light. Can't lose my light. That's kind of a catchy song. It's a lot. It's way too Disney, I will say. Okay, we're going to upload an image, which is going to be found here in downloads. We're going to upload our audio script, which is going to be found on the desktop, which is where we save everything because we have good file management skills. Oh, this is nice. God damn it. Okay, so now we get to go to free M4A to MP3 converter web. Dang dang gang gang gang. Shanka danka 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 gang. Convertio. I want free Convertio. Which one of these doesn't run me down a stupid fucking sales funnel? Oh wait, I wonder if I can do a 3-minute song in Hedra. That would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Let's try to add the 3-minute song. All right, it says yes. Clown looks pervertedly happy as he sings. Jank gang gang gank gank. Shrank dank dank. You could also try downloading the stems in Suno so it doesn't react to the music. Right click. Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea. Oh shit. I just dropped my deck of cards all over the floor. When you use a deck of cards as your ADD pacifier, it's just not good. But let's go to Suno. We'll go to this song and we will grab stems. That's in create, right? Create. Yeah, get stems. If you haven't done this before, you can get stems. So what Suno will do is it will split your vocals from your music. So we can just do the thing to just to the vocals. But Hedra seems to be pretty good at that, actually. They've sort of figured it out. $20 million studio, no black bar. Okay. I wish the song weren't quite so Disney, but you know. It's like Disney menacing, and I want it to be like really fucking menacing. 52 card pickup. ChatGPT converts MP4 to MP3. Oh, it does? That's cool. Real estate in Columbus, Ohio. Isn't it funny that Elon Musk... Oh, he does the same pose. He looks up and to the left. Yeah, maybe he's a... All right, so let me change my tabs here. Maybe Refusion. Yeah, actually, you know what? Refusion's not a bad idea. Let me grab these. Copy. Do I have Refusion up here? I thought I did. Nope. New tab. Refusion. Shank dank 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 gank. Am I logged in? Lyrics. We don't want an instrumental. Okay, there's that. Prompt. Let's go back to Suno. The nice thing about this is you can put in longer prompts in Refusion. All right. Jank dank 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 gank. Jank dank 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 gank. Oh, AI Bob. Bob, tell him what he's won. The Refusion, I think, is a little bit better than Suno. Certainly at prompt adherence, coherence. All right, let me go change my tab so you can hear. Jank dank dank.
Sit here close. Sitting still for... Remember me.
These are too peppy. Prompt. Let's say a slow, menacing, dark cabaret minor keys with both songs. A slow, menacing, disjointed, twisted, and dark cabaret. A slow. I'm going to put male voice. Whoops. Let's see. Like a 50-year smoker who never sleeps. There is a strength in his voice despite its frailty. Look at that fantastic fucking writing. Could have written a fucking screenplay. All right. Zhang dank dank shankadank dank gank. Shankadank dank dank gank. Let's go check back on Hedra. What's it doing? Processing. Clown looks pervertedly happy as he sings. All right, we'll see. We'll see how ugly that is. All right. Deathbed vocals. That's not bad. Let's see. Male voice like a 50-year-old smoker who never sleeps. Deathbed vocals. We'll generate 2 more. Hiya AI fam, just been conversing with my BFF, ChatGPT. I know, pretty amazing. Played through a phonograph is a good idea too. All right, hang on. Played through a phonograph. That's good. Like I said, if I'm doing it wrong, don't just secretly make fun of me. Make fun of me in public. And even better, have a good idea, like Christian just did. And I know you said that before. Part of the joy here is I'll ignore most of the good ideas. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, this is starting out promising.
Each night.
It's a woman.
Sawdust on my sleeve.
God damn it. It's so frustrating.
In my parlor down.
Why can they not fucking train these things to say like a pull down menu, man, woman? I know we're not allowed to gender anymore, but honest to God, like male voice like a 50-year-old smoker who never sleeps. Deathbed vocals. There's a strength in his voice despite its frailty. Played through a phonograph. Why are we getting ingenue women? God damn it. Maybe cabaret's throwing it off. Oh, that's a good point. What's another word for cabaret? Carnival. A slow, menacing, disjointed, and dark carnival ditty. Ditty, TTY, right? All right, we'll try that one. About Jack and Diane. A little ditty about Jack and Diane. Okay, let's see.
Every night.
No.
Sit down, my boy. Watch closely now. These gears.
What? That's okay. It just fucked up. Okay. I was like, did I put in the wrong lyrics?
Quarter past 3. Alone in these 4 walls.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. It also rewrote all my lyrics. I'm sure there's a place to fucking fix that. Add to instrumental, roll the dice. Do I need to be in this mode? Let me generate it. Let's go back to Hedra. Oh, you can't see this. Still processing. Vaudeville's not bad, but I can't get it. Let's see if I can get it to do the right lyrics.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport.
That's not bad.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport. I prefer tails with the longer reach.
All right, whatever. All right. I am growing weary of this. Let's go back to tabs. Yep. Let's go back to let's go watch the Vigle one again. Shouldn't gang. Yes, I'm that annoying. I know I'm annoying. It just comes with the fucking deal. It's just part of the deal. All right? It's actually interesting what these guys are doing is they've masked the main character and then it's just in front of this background. So they basically just make the background. Not to throw you down another rabbit hole, but yeah, I could do that, but I don't. Yeah. I don't want to sample my voice. That's too much of a rabbit hole.
I never shout boo, that's for amateur sport. I prefer tales with a longer retort. A whisper, a pause, a well-timed aside, and poof, the brave ones go running to hide. They say I'm a clown, but I ain't in disguise. I just dress the way I remember your cries. One button's for secrets, the other for shame, and the smile, well, darling, that's part of the game. I don't chase, no need to begin. I curl up beside you and crawl right in. A lullaby twisted, a bedtime that bends. My stories don't end, kid. They make you pretend.
All right. It's not bad, but I'm with Brandon. It's 2025 good. Oh, man. All right. Hedra, please be there. All right. This is taking for fucking ever. What time is it? It's getting to be late. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Well, this is what I'm dreaming about tonight. So, Christian, good to have you here. I look forward to catching up. So let's definitely talk. I want to tell you about this project. I'm just going to say I've never had Suno sing entirely different lyrics to what I gave it. No, I know that was Refusion. I've never had Refusion do that to me before. I think I must have had some weird cache thing going on, probably because I've got 80 tabs open. And so anyway, so let me get out of here. I look for whichever I played the most and like combo and Suno. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Silver Fox, that's really good. Okay. Let me entertain you. Let me entertain you. I never say boo. That's for amateur sport. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, one more play. One more play. Come on. It's going to be good.
Shout boo, that's for amateur sport. I prefer tales with a longer retort. A whisper, a pause, a well-timed aside, and poof, the brave ones go running to hide. They say I'm a clown, but I ain't in disguise. I just dress the way I remember your cries.
Oh.
One button's for secret.
You know who this looks like? Is that Puddles the Clown. Remember when he was on Idol or America's Got Talent or whatever the fuck show? I don't think it was Idol. It was one of those talent shows. That's who this looks like. It's got a claymation feel. Juggle image in irregulars. Okay, let's go look at irregulars quick. Jank, dang, dang, gang, gang, gang. Look at that new AI readiness cycle. Isn't that cool? We did that last night. That used to be linear. And we were like, hey, it's not really linear. It's a cycle. Well, no, I said that. I'm like, here's this thing, but it's not really linear. And I was like, wait a minute. Couldn't we have one of these things fix that for us? And the answer is yes. This was a Midjourney fix. Going down to AI Learning Lab. Juggling all the different tools. That is totally what it fucking feels like right now. What you have to have is one like coming at him, smacking him in the forehead. Oh, man. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, it's a Suno song. Nice. All right, one more check. No, I'm still processing. All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. It's getting late. I'm getting crispy. Okay, so tomorrow I'm speaking in the afternoon, then I got a dinner at night. So it's possible I won't be here tomorrow, or it might be like 9 or 9:30. If it is, I'll probably just do it late because I'll probably be exhausted. And that's Wednesday. Thursday, we'll be back to normal 8 p.m. time. All right? Trying to think what else. At work, I'm doing a lot of persona, like the stuff we're doing here with this thing with music. I'm doing it with scripts with like doctors and patients telling their stories. And it's going pretty well. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to capture my workflow for that, and I'll share that with you guys. But all right, cool. Peace out, YouTube, X, and LinkedIn. Hope you're doing well. Christian, good to see you. Talk soon. And everyone else, great to see you. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you tomorrow or Thursday.